Let's take a step back from that question and think about the bigger picture of this, okay? Because product inserts ought to be driven by your goals for that insert. So everything you do on Amazon, in your marketing, no matter what it might be, ought to have a result that you're trying to achieve, okay? Because that will guide you much more effectively about how to get there. It's very, very difficult to hit a target that you haven't clearly defined. And when, with regards to product inserts, typically you have two. Yeah, I mean, that's for the most part, two goals to shoot for, okay? Goal number one, you're trying to get a 5-star review. That's your goal. You're trying to get a 5-star review. Goal number two, you're trying to get an email address. Notice how different they are, and think about the product insert that is trying to get a 5-star review versus the product insert that tries to get an email address. They are going to be very, very different things. So simply by doing that, you will have already put yourself in front of 95% of the people who just blindly put a product insert in their packaging without giving it any thought whatsoever. So if we just stop there, you'd be ahead of 95% of people. But let's continue on. So let's assume now that we're trying to get a review. Well, what's important to recognize is that people don't give a shit about giving you a review. They couldn't give a rat's ass about reviewing your product. They really, really have got 1,000,001 other more important things to do with their time than go and give you a review on Amazon. That's the truth. And if you think about it for your own life, you'll agree with that. So, how do we get somebody to get off their arse and go and give us a review? Well, there's two ways to do that. The first way is to incentivize them with money or something like that. However, you can't do that on Amazon. You can't give somebody an incentive to leave you a review. That's against Amazon's terms of service. And it still happens, of course. People still do that, of course. But if they get caught, they'll get shut down, game over. Not good. So what's another way to get reviews? Well, the other way to get reviews is to just deliver a product that is so unbelievably freaking awesome, that exceeds their expectations, that they want to tell other people about it. And that's a great goal to have for you and your products and your business, of course. Awesome goal to have. By delivering a wow level of customer service or of product in and of itself, that's a great way for you to get reviews. That's reviews. What about getting emails? Because that's different. It has a much, much different connotation, a much, much different strategy. How do you get somebody's email? Well, again, for me, my preferred strategy, given all things being equal, is to get an email. Because with an email, I can do a lot. With an email, I can follow up via email and deliver wow customer service, therefore getting my 5-star review. I can follow up and ask them if they'd like to buy another product from me. I can launch products to my email list. One of the things we're doing in Inner Circle at the minute is building email lists so we can launch products to them. I can take that email address, I can collect it with all the other email addresses of my customers, and I can upload it to Facebook, and then I can remarket to those customers on Facebook, and I can use that email list to build out a much bigger list called a lookalike audience that I can then use to find even more customers for my product. Super, super cool. What else can I do with the email? Well, I can use my email to ask questions of my customers. What did you like about it? What other products would you be interested in? What about if I put together something like this? Would that be of interest to you? And I can do market research for potential new products that I want to launch, and I can have a ready-made group of people who want to buy the product I'm going to put together even before I put it together. So I know with certainty if I order 1,000 units, I'm going to instantly sell 1,000 units. That's pretty cool. So you can do that with an email. For me, having an email is everything. So what's the best way of getting an email? Well, you'll be delighted to know that's going to friggin' depend. Now, what the hell does it depend on? Well, it depends on what it is that you're selling. So there's a variety of different ways to incentivize somebody to give you their email address. So let's suppose that you sell a product and you're thinking about offering an extended warranty on it, a free extended warranty. So Amazon gives 60 days, done. That's what Amazon gives them. But let's suppose you want to give them another 2 years on a warranty, okay? Well, that's a cool thing to do. That's a good incentive. That will get people to give you their email address if it's a product that lends itself to that. If it's a product that they consume within 30 days and never ever touch again, then offering an extended warranty is ludicrous. It's dumb. It ain't going to work. So you have to offer the appropriate incentive to the appropriate product. Let's take another example. Let's suppose that you sell, that you're thinking to yourself, okay, I'm going to give them 25% off their second purchase. Okay, cool. That's cool. Only if, though, the product that you've sold them is a consumable product and they're probably going to use it within a month. Because if they ain't going to use it within a month and they don't think they will use it within a month, then offering them 25% off their second purchase is just dumb. It ain't going to work. That's not a good incentive for them. So the incentive has to match the product that you're selling, So your inserts must be thought through. You can't just put something in and saying, I'm going to offer a 2-year extended warranty on this skincare that I'm selling. I mean, really? Who gives a shit? Who's going to respond to that? Nobody. But saying, I'm going to give you 25% off your next order because knowing full well they'll use their skincare in 30 days, well, that's a cool thing. They'll be much more interested in that than anything else, okay? That's a good way to think about this. So by thinking it through from the beginning, recognizing who your customers are, recognizing what's important to them, why they buy your product, what their buying behavior is going to be long term for you and your brand, that will instruct you on what to do to best serve them. And if that's your goal, you'll do very well online. In business in general, if you've got your customers' best interests at heart, you'll do very, very well because so few people have. Hey, thanks so much for watching that video, and I hope that you got some massive value from it. Before you go, do you live in Australia? If you do, this is for you. Would you like to learn how to sell things on Amazon here in Australia? Would you like to know what sells really, really well and what sells for the maximum amount of profit? Would you like to know where you can source those products from, whether that be in China or here in Australia, and how to source them so you pay bottom dollar and get maximum value for what you're doing? If you do, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and you'll learn that and much, much more. It's the exact same information that people like Jeff from New South Wales I've used to make $45,000 a month on Amazon, that Sue, who's from the sunny coast, has used to purchase herself a brand spankly BMW every single year as a result of her e-commerce business, and the lovely Kate from Bowral in New South Wales has used to make $32,000 a year on, a month, not a year, a month on Amazon, and indeed Anthony, who makes $15,000 a month on Amazon, selling, as he puts it,
odds and sods. If you'd like to learn the exact same information that they use to maximize their profits for their Amazon businesses, subscribe to this video, like my channel, post below if you want me to teach you something. Okay, I'm out of here. Speak to you soon. Bye. Subscribe. Do it now.